Happy New Year, everybody, and welcome back to H5. I'm Simone Boyce, and if you haven't tuned in to us before, H5 is your hub for all the latest Hobbit production news and the OneRing.net's top stories. Now, it's been a little while, and as you can tell, we're not in our normal studio setting. So we thank you guys so much for your patience over the past few months as we're moving through a transitionary period. And obviously, we're still in a transitionary period because I'm coming to you from my gaming corner in my house. What's your name? Yeah. So we thank you in advance for your continued patience with us, and we are going to be bringing a couple of new changes, perhaps a couple of guest appearances to Hobbit and 5 in the new year. So if you have any suggestions or comments or things you'd like to see on H5, please let us know. Drop us a line here on YouTube or on our Facebook page. Now, before we get into today's news stories, we're going to take a look back at the end of 2011. Talk about an awesome holiday season, and I'm not speaking of Christmas or New Year's. I'm talking about Hobbit Christmas, when we got to see the first teaser trailer from the film, which was so awesome, and if I'm going to be honest, I cried quite a bit watching the trailer. We also got to see another production diary from Peter Jackson, but we did get a bit of unfortunate news. Bob Anderson passed away at the end of 2011, and he worked very closely with Peter Jackson and the crew on the first few movies to create the stunt choreography. So obviously a really integral player in the crew, and our thoughts and prayers go out to his family. So IndieWire posted an interview with Andy Serkis and animation and special effects expert Bill Desowitz. And in the interview, the two discuss the performance capture technology that has been used in the Hobbit films to bring Gollum back to life. Now, obviously, this technology has changed quite a bit since, well, 10 years ago when The Fellowship of the Ring first came out. So personally, I mean, while I'm really excited to see all the characters, some new, some old, come back to the screen, it's going to be really interesting to see how Gollum comes to life in The Hobbit and the enhancements that the new technology is going to bring. So check out what Serkis had to say about the new experience of being on set in a dynamic way with this new performance capture technology and how it's changed his acting and his scenes with Martin Freeman. The way we approached the scene was very much to treat it like a chamber theater piece where we could experiment and try different things out. Of course, the other significant change now is that we're using facial capture, so my facial muscles are driving the facial muscles of the digital puppet. Add 3D to that, and heads are going to be blown, including mine. In other Serkis news, Andy implies that the design of Smaug is still in the works. Playing typically coy, as stars usually do, Serkis spoke with MTV News at the Golden Globes, and here's what he had to say about the appearance of Smaug. "I can't give any secrets away. None of those trade secrets. I can't say that because actually it's still under wraps." So obviously he didn't say much, but he did imply that they're still refining the way Smaug is going to look in the films. And thanks to Irfan for a heads up on that story. Well, the finalists have been announced for the Kiwibank New Zealander of the Year Awards 2012. And in its third year, these awards honor individuals, community groups, and organizations for their outstanding contribution to the New Zealand nation. The shortlist for the main award, New Zealander of the Year, includes Dame Susie Moncrief, Sir Richard Taylor, woo, and Dr. Sherrod Paul. Panels of judges whittled down the nominations last week, but of course you know who's got our vote. Richard Taylor, our boy. The Lego teases continue this week with a new hot poster that is a big hit with the ladies, I would imagine. Today we reveal the Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers Legolas poster Lego style. Last week we saw the Aragorn teaser poster, so if we continue the theme, we should probably see the final hunter, Gimli, next week. Whether Gimli shows up next week or not, we continue to anxiously await the upcoming Lord of the Rings and Hobbit Lego sets. Lego announced recently that they'll be producing items from the Lord of the Rings films and the upcoming Hobbit films, and the collectibles are set to be released this summer. Well, that's it for this installment of Hobbit in 5. I'm Simone Boyce, and thanks for watching. As always, H5 is brought to you by your generous donations, so please hit up our website, hobbitin5.com, for more details and some pretty cool offers. Until next time.